Interestingly, Roberta Flack turned down "You Give Good Love," which became a huge hit for Whitney Houston on her debut album. I could hear Roberta Flack singing that song. The tone, the cadence. You know, when I think about of all the Whitney Houston's albums, that was the first album of hers that actually sounded like I could actually hear her interpreting other artists vocally with her styling. Because I remember I saw that footage of her and she did Lionel Richie's Love Will Find a Way live in Houston. It's 85. She was at the Summit. And that's what Joel Osteen now has his church services, but at that old Toyota, center. But anyway, um, she was definitely picking and toning other people's tones. And this particular one, I remember very well because that sounded a lot like, you know, "You Give Good Love" does have Roberta Flack. I think it was the background vocals which tipped its cap where I could so hear Roberta Flack singing that phrase because it sounded like the part when she goes, "Into my hands, you give good love." There's that little ooh, ooh. It's the tone where I go, yeah, I could hear that. I could hear that. Um, no word on why Roberta Flack turned it down. It was a big hit. It was what I call an adult contemporary song, which definitely complimented what Whitney was doing, and I thought it was really good. And I love when I find these song gems, artists that passed on songs. And feel free, by the way, anybody wants me to talk about them, you can always hit the comments because I'm always looking for like the rarest. But then I'm also looking to see if the chords and the structure could have fit the said artist. And if I'm there in the song in my head, then I can see an artist doing it because of the tone and the feel. So we got a bunch more coming, but this one was interesting um, because I could hear Roberta Flack if she had gone that direction. Especially when I think about the first time ever I saw your face and then I hear the cadence and tone, I could kind of really hear this one being something that she sung. Uh, it was it was one of them songs that you could definitely, she could definitely have done that thing on stage and added her twist and her turn. And I thought that it was a really good cut. So anyway, yeah, that got my attention with that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I could definitely hear the Roberta Flack vibe on that song. I think it would definitely have been something that it definitely would have hit, and I think it would have been an adult contemporary song. Probably if you put like a brass section with that shimmering, especially live with the bongo drums, something real mellow with candlelights. I think it could have definitely been something that could have definitely hit with that. So, um, this was definitely like a interesting song discovery. You know, there were a lot of songs the artists were meeting. It's hard to believe when I tell it's like 40 years ago because the story about Whitney Houston, it isn't as romanticized. It was like supposedly in some kind of bar, and it was really people just coming there with jeans, and no one knew that she was gonna be Whitney Houston. It's just this new artist named Whitney Houston. It was kind of like and finding some songs and making sure they fit and they work. And that debut album was one of the biggest selling debut albums ever, and it made her into a household name. So it's a trip when you think about it in time. But yeah, Roberta Flack turned down "You Give Good Love." Interesting song, which I could have so heard her singing tone wise. So, anyway, please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true. And feel free if you want me to do a video about songs that were passed on, or movies, or artists, or something. Feel free to drop me a line. All right. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.